Today, to wet my whistle. All right, we got the bubbly sparkling water, the Super Mario Galaxy Blackberry, baby. All right, if you are looking to wet your whistle, but don't want to gain any weight, don't want to have a lot of sugar in your system, you just want a splash of flavor. All right, without the added sugars. Bubbly Blackberry Super Mario Galaxy. It's absolutely delicious. All right, tag bubbly so I can get that dough. See where I'm going with it? It's the Shenita Frequency. Oh, now there's some folks that I know that think this is absolutely disgusting. See where I'm going with it? Because they want all that sugar. But baby, I just like it. It's clean. It's very fresh, very demure, very scale in the up. Okay. You could put a one of those crystal light packets or those flavor packets in it if you want a soda without the guilt. All right, it's just sparkling water, and I absolutely enjoy them. Oh my goodness, that might be one of my favorite. That might be one of my favorites. Okay, let's get into this message today. Okay, I posted a video about me being out in nature. Okay, and I came across a mulberry bush. And then it reminded me, right, that when I was a child, we had a berry bush in a yard, okay? Now, I didn't know the story behind the berry bush. All right, but evidently, my granddaddy, rest his soul, he was a country boy. And because we lived in the city, he wanted to feel like, we had some nature. So my grandmother told me, I'm gonna kick this cat behind y'all. I wish I could just show y'all, but you know what? I ain't even gonna bother this cat, Mr. Bobo Jenkins, with no balls. All right. Anyway, my granddaddy evidently had stole the mulberry bush off the highway and they got up out of there. All right. Now, the mulberry bush, I always picked these berries in my childhood. They were absolutely delicious. I used to let the caterpillars fall on me. Yeah, I've always been a nature type of girl. Okay. And so I came across the mulberry bush. Of course, I have to figure out the spiritual meaning, right? So it was about transformation. And because, like I said, I worked in pharmacy and I've made elixirs and potions and, uh, man, all types of witchcraft. All right. And so I was looking up the benefits of the leaf. So I picked some mulberries today. I picked some of the leaves and I'm going to make some ointments and things out of it. Okay. I'm going to see if it's good for my dog because I like to make her creams and stuff like that. Okay, that's why she's never had fleas. Ticks don't attack her. All right, they can't even adhere because of the ointments that I put on her. All right, I was thinking about coming out with them, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll see where the spirit leads me. Okay, but anyway, coming across this mulberry bush, it just reminded me of my childhood. Okay, and so I believe that it was meant to be. All right, you got to start realizing that when you're in alignment, okay, everything that you are experiencing matters. It could be a song that sticks out, okay? It could be a message. It could be what someone's saying. It could be the wind blowing a certain way, okay? It could be the tree that you're, I mean, when you are in alignment, messages are everywhere, okay? So I want you guys to realize that. All right, how are you doing today? How are you? How are you? Is that Paul? Paul Myers, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Paul. All right, I appreciate you so much. Okay, let's get into this message for today. All right, so yeah, I ran into the mulberry bush and I picked it, and then I got to looking, and it was caterpillars and everything, and I was excited. All right, I was excited. It reminded me a lot of my childhood. Okay, so there may be things coming into your experience that is trying to send you messages or relief or nostalgia. Okay, so just take everything in and get your messages. Don't miss out on your messages, okay, from nature. Okay, get out in nature. Get out in nature and get those downloads. I got to and my fingers might seem dirty, but it's the mulberry. You know, I got to, I guess, get something to get it off my hands. But um, so I ain't dig up my butt or nothing. I don't want y'all to think I'm nasty. And so, but even if I did, it ain't none of your business. See where I'm going with it? But anyway, I got to ground today, so I have a lot of energy. Okay, I have a lot of energy. I'm getting a lot of downloads. Let me get my antler though, because that's what I was going to go get. Oh, look at this, y'all. So let's get into this. Okay, Spirit, thank you for being here, ancestors. All right, I want to thank Paul for being here. Thank you, Paul, for being here. You are needed energetically, and I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate you. All right, we got the antler. All right, we got the antler, y'all. Okay, let's get into this message. All right, let's get into this message. The tower coming in. So I've been feeling like, experiencing this mulberry bush, right? It also talked about moving forward, letting old things die, letting old habits fall off. Okay, so some of you guys may be in your transition. Okay, transition isn't always fun. It doesn't always feel good, but it is very much needed. Okay, and I think that's why I'm also seeing the caterpillars a lot. And I'm focusing on it, right? It's because I'm looking at this transition. All right, a lot of them are in their cocoon phase, and they're adjusting to becoming a butterfly. Okay, what how wonderful and beautiful is that? To go into being a new version. So this tower is coming in to get rid of the things that do not serve you. This tower is coming in to destruct. Okay? Look at the people flying out the building. All right. Things got to go. Because you're in alignment, you're changing, and you're healing. And the more that you heal, things are going to fall off and die. All right? Things have to, it's energy. All right? When you're healing, it's getting rid of old energy so that you can transform into this new, powerful energy. Okay, which is how you ultimately come in here. I really do believe you're just getting back to your higher self. Okay, how you came into this thing before you were altered and programmed and shunned, and you know your authentic self, remembering who you are. So allow things to happen, okay? I like to look at things like I'm in a movie and these are just parts of the play. All right, this is just part of the scene. Okay, I can choose to feel a way about it, or I can just sit back and watch it and understand that I'm transforming. So awareness is important, okay? Keep reminding yourself of who you are. Let yourself understand that these things that are leaving, they need to go. Some of you guys are putting yourself in confinement. Okay? You're suppressing yourself um because you won't change. Okay? Somebody is refusing to change and confining themselves. All right? Stop confining yourself and allowing the things that have happened or that you have experienced to put you into suppression. Okay? Remember that you are free. Okay? That you are here to create. All right? Don't allow your flesh to dictate your life. All right? If you are dealing with addictions, or things that your flesh want that you know isn't good for you, let it go. All right? Allow these addictions and these people and these things to go because it's worth it. Okay? You keep triggering this destruction by wanting the change. So if you want the change, allow the destruction to come in. All right? Allow this destruction to come in. Okay? Allow it to come in. Look at these people. All right? Look at these people causing conflict. All right? These people are causing conflict for some of you guys. Disagreements, obstacles. All right? But because, and I want to say this, because some of you are radiating so high. We got the King of Wands, okay? Because some of you guys are radiating so high, you have emotional intelligence. Okay, you're choosing to listen than to always speak. Okay, some good advice may be trying to come in for some of you guys. All right, so use your discernment and intuition. All right, your ancestors may be trying to give you some good advice, or some guidance, like the Shenita Frequency, right? Some guidance may be coming in to give you some good advice. All right, so if it resonates, if it feels good, okay, then you know what to do with it, okay? But there are people causing conflict or trying to cause conflict because you are changing. This is what these minions do. All right, when you change, when you focus on yourself, when you won't do this back and forth with these people, when you choosing to preserve your energy and stand on your respect. Okay? Yeah, a lot of you guys are demanding respect and you're not tolerating this conflict. All right, let's get some clarity on this conflict. Thank you guys for being here today. Yeah, somebody wants this conflict. All right, somebody wants conflict. It's like, get on somewhere. All right. What is this conflict, ancestors? Okay, what is this conflict about? Yeah, you changing and here come the minions, right? Yeah, we got kill the ego. Okay, so somebody is in their ego. Okay, someone is in their ego. And they're trying to trigger you to be in your ego. People may be trying to wanting a problem with you. Okay, some of you guys may have had anger issues in the past, and somebody want to see that version of you. I'm getting like setups. Okay, somebody is trying to set you up to get back in your ego because they can see that you in your peace, and they don't like it. Okay, but we gonna stay in our peace because we run this. Okay, these people are minions. Okay, if they think they can come over here and cause conflict and change the energy, they done met the right one. See where I'm going with it? They done met the right one. Okay, and y'all ancestors ain't playing because you are in alignment and you are waking up from the spells, baby. All right, these people want to put you back to sleep. The more that you radiate a negative energy and ego, you got to know when to use that ego. All right, you got to know when to use that ego. Okay, there's a false best friend. I'm telling you right now. Okay, you want to vibrate high. All right, you want to vibrate high. So don't go back and forth with these people causing conflict because you're in alignment and they jealous. They don't have a purpose. They don't have a path. If they do have a purpose, a path, they lost. They don't know what to do. All right, and so they come in to mess with you because your light is on, because it's shining, and they looking up to you. You are the leader. You are the guide. Okay, they wish they could make the decisions uh to better themselves the way that you do. Okay, somebody want that ego. Okay, we got afro, cornrows, and braids. Okay, some of you guys may be wanting to um channel your ancestors. Okay, yeah, because I do at now this is how I feel. I feel like braids, cornrows, and afros are a connection to our ancestors. All right, because most of the time it's our hair in its natural form. All right, and I do think that these I think that for black people our hair is definitely a form of art. Okay, a connection. All right, so you may be thinking about getting an afro, taking your weave out. All right, corn rolling your hair, locks, braids. Okay, you may feel like that is empowering. All right, forms of expressing yourself in your natural state is what I'm getting. They took the bait in reverse. Yeah, they took the bait in reverse. Okay, they took the bait in reverse. All right, so somebody took the bait. Somebody was trying to bait you, but it was bait for them. Somebody tried to set you up to take the bait, and that was checkmate. All right, return karma. Okay, and it's because you did not bring out the ego. Somebody was trying to make you bring out the ego for some of you guys, and you refused. You refuse to do it with them. Okay, you tired of arguing, you tired of fussing, you tired of the conflict. All right, and so them working up against you was the bait. Okay, because you didn't return the energy was returned to the sender. See, they don't understand that. Okay, because you did not take the bait, they took the bait. Your ancestors already seen it coming. Okay, your ancestors already seen it coming. All right, somebody tried to set you up. Okay, for some of you guys, somebody wanted to get you locked up, trigger you, get you locked up, and play the victim. All right, these people ain't got nothing better to do. You got to be careful with these low vibrating people. They don't have nothing to do. Okay, and even if they got jobs and all this stuff, they still ain't got enough to do. Evidently, because they got time to work up against you. So somebody, I'm getting trapped, okay? I'm getting trapped, okay? These people are jealous of somebody, all right? We got the 10 of Pentacles. We got the, look at this, man. We got the 10 of Pentacles. We got the, Page of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Listen, man, somebody is very lucky. All right, I'm feeling luck. Okay, for some of you guys, it's like I'm luck be a lady tonight. All right, this wealth is coming in. This prosperity. This happiness. Some of you guys are moving towards your happiness. You've been planning this. You've been working towards the life that you want. And it's being provided. It's coming through. Okay? You took the initiative to change, to go towards the things that you want, which is your happiness, your money, your wealth, your comfort. Some of you guys are going to be comfortable and not have to worry about where these ends are going to meet. Okay, you realize that you always meet the ends. You hear what I'm saying? You realize that you got the power, that being broke is an illusion. Okay, you only broke because you believe it. Okay, so some of you guys changed your beliefs and allowed this transition that's trying to come in. If you on this timeline, you need to allow this to come in. If you don't allow this destruction to come in, if you don't stay focused and sit on your throne and kill that ego, stop going back and forth with them people. It's keeping you from this change. It's keeping you from this freedom. The more you go back and forth with these people and lower your vibration, you will not come into this lifestyle that you want. You have to kill the ego, okay? Learn how to kill the ego. Let them win. All right? Let them think that they win. Your ancestors got you. You are protected. You don't have to do that with them no more. You know better. Thank you, ancestors. You know better now. Don't let nobody pull you back into the old version that's trying to die. Let it die. Let them win. Okay? Let them argue with themselves. We're not going back and forth. We're moving towards this happiness and this wealth. And we got to be in the right energy to get it. Okay? We got to be happy. We got to be worried about our energy. We can't be worried about the illusions that we don't have money and all this stuff. Listen, it's a part of the plan. Let it fall off. Let the struggle come. Whatever it is. All right? Because the bigger picture is what we focused on. All right? There's some things that's going to have to go. Let them go. Okay? Keep taking this initiative. Standing in your power. Being creative. Being motivated. Learn how to motivate yourself. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you did a good job. And you tell you did a good job. Okay? Because the more that you wait for somebody, all right, the more that you wait for somebody to tell you did a good job, you wasting time. You depending on somebody else to upgrade your energy. Do it yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You did great today. You did wonderful. You didn't argue with these people. Look at how amazing you are. Look at how wonderful you are, Paul. Right? Look at how wonderful you are, Paul. Moving towards your purpose and your path. Taking time to worry about yourself, right? Getting your messages. Walking in alignment. Look at how wonderful that is. Look at how wonderful that feels. You're amazing. You're amazing. You do this for yourself every day. You ain't gonna need nobody. Because guess what? You don't need nobody. You don't need nobody. That's why you come in here by yourself. That's why you come in here by yourself. That's why you got your own vessel. Because you don't need nobody. You never did. Okay? That's the illusion, is that you need somebody to pat you on the back, tell you good job. No, you don't. You got self. So pat yourself on the back. All right? Take yourself out. What I told y'all the other day. Get yourself some flowers. They have did though, but get yourself some flowers. Pat yourself on the back. Keep it moving. Raise your own vibration. People aren't going to be happy for you. It's okay. You don't need them to be happy for you. All right? Be happy for yourself. And the more that you learn that, the more that you're going to walk away from that ego, need to go back and forth with it. You're going to be like, man, why would I spend my good energy? Well, my energy is the currency, baby. Well, my energy is what creates wealth for me, my happiness. Why would I give it away? Why would I just give that away? Your energy is worth more than the currency that you want. Because you got to attract it. You have to attract it. So isn't your energy the power? Isn't your energy what matters? Your energy determines what your life looks like. So why would we want to argue with people who ain't walking in their power, don't know what you know, haven't learned the things that you learned? Kick them out of your energy. They don't deserve it, okay? They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve your attention, your awareness, or your time. Let them just fuss with themselves and keep going, all right? Let them think that they have power, okay? They don't have any power if you say they don't, okay? The moment you give people your power, that's when they got it. See where I'm going with it? So understand that you are the creator. You got the power. And keep moving towards your money and your happiness because it's coming. Your good fortune is around the corner because you care about your vibration. All right, we got returned karma. Ha! We got returned karma, boy. Listen, they did it to themselves. These people did it to themselves. They sent it to you. You blocked it. You didn't give them no energy. And that was theirs. That's how it works. It's a boomerang effect. All right? That's why you just don't give nobody your energy before you give them negative energy. You don't got to give them negative energy. Don't give them nothing. Okay? Don't give these people nothing. Let them work up against themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Let them work up against themselves. We got the truth doesn't drain you. Man, you better, if you drained, it's a lie. If somebody telling you something and it's draining you, you try to figure it out. Why don't this make no sense? Because it don't make no sense. Because it's a lie. The truth is clear. Okay? The truth is clarity. When you hear the truth, you know it. When you hear the truth, you know it. It resonates. You can feel it. You be like, dang, that, yeah. But a lie, you be scratching your head. The pieces don't fit. So the more that you're around people who lie to you, you are being drained. The more that you are around people who lie to you and create illusions, your energy is being drained. Okay? Stop trying to figure things out. If it don't make no sense, don't even waste your energy on it. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Thank you, ancestors. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys got to stop draining yourself trying to figure out and put the mystery together. It's like playing Clue with these people. All right, you got to find where Mrs. White got shot and all that. I ain't got time for all that. Okay, the truth doesn't drain you, baby. The truth doesn't drain you. Okay, yeah, bring some more messages through Spirit. Let's get into these things. All right, what do we got for the people, Spirit? We got surface relationship. Huh. We got surface relationship. Some of y'all in a very surface relationship. with somebody. It's like they don't do too much. All right, they not gonna go above and beyond. They just gonna do it. You know, that anniversary come through. All right, they doing the traditional things. They getting you a piece of coal the first year. See where I'm going? Somebody is very surface. Okay, just very surface. Like, you gotta be with me for 30 years to get that gold watch. If you don't get up out of here. Okay? Some of y'all have settled for less. Less than what you deserve and less than what you are getting back. You're not getting the same back. Okay, that's what I'm getting for some of you guys. But something is very surface, and some of you guys may be taking a relationship a little further than what it is. Okay, so I feel like some of y'all need to sit down with yourselves. Okay, break down the illusions and be real with yourself about where you are with this person. Okay? Yeah, it's like somebody is baiting somebody, making it feel like it's like a real relationship. But they doing the bare minimum. They doing the bare minimum. They doing just enough to make you think it's a relationship. But you may feel like it's not. And it's because it's an illusion. Somebody is creating an illusion. Okay, this relationship is very surface. Okay? Yeah, this relationship is very surface. You a queen and a king, baby. You deserve the best. Everything you want. Okay, if somebody giving you the bare minimum and you giving your all, it's time to hit the road, baby. All right, and it's the summertime, baby. Bring the Daisy Dukes on and let this surface relate. Man, some of y'all only getting y'all getting short conversations on the phone. Some of y'all, this person is married. All right, I am getting that. This surface relationship, somebody just beating up the hump on you. Okay, for some of you guys, somebody just meeting up the hump on you a little bit. Get you a little flower, get you a little bitty highness, and then they don't call you till the next week. Okay? Yeah, this is very surface. Let it go, baby. All right, you don't need nobody. Get the money down. Crystal clear. In reverse. What did I just talk about? Illusions. Somebody is creating illusions. If things aren't crystal clear, you need to figure out why it's not that way. All right? If something just ain't clear, if somebody isn't transparent, is what I'm getting. You want people that's transparent around you. Okay? You can see their motives, see who they are. All right? Somebody hiding their motives, who they are. Okay? Yeah, somebody is hiding, not being clear. Okay, somebody is not providing clarity. There's a lot of lies going on. All right, for somebody. It say don't be stupid in reverse. Yeah, some of y'all like being stupid though. Ha! Some of y'all like being stupid. You better get it together. Okay, how you gonna get to your happiness if you being delusional and dumb? I have to explain that. Because the happiness is in the reality, baby. All right, the happiness is in the reality. You're very smart. Stop bringing your intelligence level down to entertain people. Get with people like you. All right, some of y'all dumbing yourself down and use intelligence. Some of y'all, somebody thinks that you're stupid, but you're not. All right, I'm getting some of y'all just playing dumb. This is a mess. All right, sinner and saint. We got sinner and saint, baby. Somebody is playing both sides. All right, somebody is playing the victim and the villain. There's somebody playing. Give me clarity, spirit. There's somebody playing the victim and the villain in some of you guys' lives. Okay, in front of you, somebody somebody may be telling you that somebody did something. Yeah, somebody may be telling you that somebody did something, but they the ones who did it. All right? Somebody playing both sides of the fence. They acting like they rock with you for some of you guys, but when you not around, they talking trash. Okay? And it's because you leveling up. They just want to come, listen, they just want to come with you. They can't. We got boss, okay? It may be some of y'all, maybe your boss trying to set you up, playing the victim. Okay, this may be a work situation. Yeah, this may be a work situation where somebody is playing the victim to get you fired. Okay, whole time they the one who started a bunch of mess. What I told you, these people coming to do. These people cause a conflict. I told y'all, they coming to cause conflict. They coming from every angle. The answer is no. Now, I can't make this up, y'all. I'm going to just scoop my camera over. Look what we got over here. What that say? The answer is no. Okay. The answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. I don't know who need to hear this twice. But the answer is no. And it's in reverse. Alright? The answer is no. No matter what it is, the answer is no. Okay? The answer is no. If it resonates. Alright, let's get on to this message here. What is the answer no to, Spirit? Okay? What are we saying no to, ancestors? What are we saying no to? Hold on, guys. I'm being guided to come over here. Okay? What is the answer no to? What are we? Oh, Lord. What are we saying no to? No cheap dates. Alright? Some of y'all lowering yourself is no. Somebody just don't fit your standards. Somebody just don't got it. And it's okay. Alright? Somebody trying to pull you in poverty. You trying to go towards this prosperity. You can't be messing with no broke energies. Now, I understand that we love people for who they are and all that. But if you're going towards prosperity, why would we mess with people down up in the poverties? It's different if they want to come up. But there's somebody trying to trick somebody into poverty. Somebody look like they got money and they don't. They don't have it. They lying. It's no clarity. Them diamonds, when they get in the shower, they fogging up, baby. Alright, somebody diamonds is fogging up. Somebody diamonds is fogging up, and instead of them just keeping it real, they want to lie. Okay, we got fell on purpose. Yeah, we got these crazy people out. What I tell you, setups. Somebody that fell on purpose and acting like you pushed them. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing somebody lying, telling people you pushed them. For some of you guys, somebody is just lying. Somebody is just man, these people are making up stuff. Somebody fell on purpose. Somebody pushed themselves on the ground, okay? And telling people that you pushed them. Somebody fell on purpose and telling people that you pushed them, baby. You might be a caregiver or something. Like, somebody think this gonna get somebody in trouble. Or like give them a bad reputation. Somebody fell on purpose. I can't make this up. Somebody fell. Look, we got there forcing their way into your energy. They may be trying to fall and stuff to keep you with them. Okay, somebody may be falling and stuff to stay in your energy so you can feel sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you fell. Oh, they telling people you pushed them on the floor though. Okay, this may be a caregiving situation. Somebody fell on purpose, and they telling people that somebody pushed them on the floor. This is dirty, nasty work because they want to stay in your energy. They want you to feel sorry for them. Okay, they want you to feel sorry for them. That's a mess. I'm telling you, people are nasty. People are nasty, okay? Making up lies. That's what I'm getting right now. You gotta be careful. People making up a lot of lies right now, y'all. Look, we got the strength card. And we listen, we got the 7 of Wands. You don't give a damn. Alright? Somebody said stay on the floor. Okay? Somebody said call life alert and have them help you up. Hell, somebody done threw the life alert away and kept them there because they know they really can get up. These people is crazy. Do you hear me? We got the strength card. Okay, y'all worried about yourself. Do. Okay, I'm going on about my business. Okay? Yeah, y'all pulling from your strength, moving forward, discipline, and these people falling on the floor line. Falling in the nursing home, trying to get a CNA or something fine. All right, because they jealous. They jealous that you younger, that you can work. Listen, this is what I'm getting. Okay, people falling on the floor, y'all. Y'all got to be careful if y'all are nurses or in this healthcare. You got to be careful taking care of these people. These people are falling on the floor and they lying saying you pushed them on the floor. This is what they thinking, y'all. People are either thinking about doing this or they are doing this to somebody. Okay? You being called to just work on what it is that you working on, okay? Staying in your strength, okay? Yeah, I'm getting like whoever falling on the floor and lying and all that, okay? This somebody nasty. This is nasty work. Yeah, these people are being used to get you out of your power, to get you out of your strength, but you too strong. Okay, the collective is too strong. They can't stop this. People are trying to stop this movement. This is a lot of power. All right, a lot of moving forward. A lot of acceleration. We moving forward, baby. Dedicated. We don't care. Do what y'all gotta do. You want to tell lies? Don't tell them lies, baby. We don't give a daggone. It ain't gonna stop us because the truth is gonna come out. All right. Yeah, we got the 8 of Wands and we got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay. There is some good news. Listen, y'all are moving forward out there. Let me tell you something, collective. We not playing. We putting that work in. We putting that energy in, baby. Moving forward. Communicating your feelings, and you don't care how nobody feel about it. All right, this is acting fast. You don't care about no. This is pure acceleration. You working hard, building something. Okay, and it's because you have a realistic attitude. You're determined. You understand that it's time to build. It's time to act. You're listening to yourself. Okay, you're listening to the messages, okay, from your ancestors and your spiritual guides. You're being productive. You thinking with your mind and you done turned them emotions off. You are clear and you can see through the lies. You can see through the bull crap. All right? Keep working hard and moving forward. Okay, these opportunities are going to be coming in. Okay, you got some choices that are going to be coming in because you working hard. All right, because you working hard. Yes, because you're working hard. You're taking advantage of opportunities. Look, we got work. We got warning. Okay, there's a warning that's going to be coming in for some of you guys. All right. Yeah, I feel like there's some type of warning that's going to be coming in. All right. What is this warning about? Yeah, you're being called to do nothing. Okay. Like I said, people are making are lying at this time, trying to set people up. Somebody loves you, baby. Your ancestors love you, baby. Okay, there may be people showing you love at this time. Okay, somebody loves you. Somebody loves you. Somebody don't play about you. Okay, somebody, and I'm getting this in the spiritual realm as well. There's somebody who passed on that really loves you. It's like they really wanted me to pick this card, okay? They really wanted to send this out to somebody. That they love you, okay? Yeah, I'm getting like they may be afraid to come to you in dreams or in a spiritual realm because they don't want to scare you, okay? But there's somebody who passed on, okay? Their favorite color might have been red, okay? I'm getting like somebody really loves somebody, okay? They really want to send this love, okay? Yeah, you may hear this song come on, okay? I'm hearing like the Patti LaBelle, somebody loves you. Yeah, I'm getting this energy, okay? Remember that people do love you, that you are loved. If the person that you were the closest to passed on, they still with you, baby. Okay, don't let this stuff bother you that's going on while you are in alignment. Okay, understand that you are loved and remind yourself that you are loved and that you're not alone. Okay, because there's a lot going on. Okay, I feel like the ancestors are going to send you guys some warnings. Okay, about someone in your energy or about something that you need to change. Okay, like I said, you're being called to do nothing, so you may be, so I'm getting like somebody may be thinking about retaliating or making an impulsive decision. You're being called to do nothing. Just allow the movie to play out. Okay, something is right around the corner. Okay, and realizing that you are loved. I feel like realizing that you are loved is going to change your vibration and bring whatever this is forward. But there's some type of warning. Okay, there's some type of warning trying to come in. There's some type of warning that is trying to come in. Okay, what is this warning, Spirit? There's some type of warning. Look, we got the moon. There's some type of warning. Yeah, there's some type. What is the warning? What is the warning? Okay. What is this warning? Yeah, what is this warning? We got Caucasian in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so. Okay, we got Caucasian. Hold on. What's this? Because I feel like we want to. Your sugar daddy is lying. He's broke. Okay, so some of y'all may have a Caucasian sugar daddy who lied. Didn't I say that somebody was lying, acting like they had some money? Okay, somebody lying about having some money. Okay, somebody in a relationship or dealing with somebody who is really broke. Okay, yeah, I mean they trying to bring you back into poverty. That's the thing. This person is being used to bring you back into poverty. Okay, this person may have a cat, or you may have a cat. Okay, like a name cat. All right. Yeah, I feel like this person, or you may have a cat. Okay, but this male is lying. Okay, this male is lying, or it could be a female. Got sugar mamas too. All right, but somebody lying. Okay, somebody is lying about this money or this life that they're trying to bring to you. They're somebody is creating illusions like they gonna upgrade you, but they trying to put you back into poverty. We got the moon coming in. Okay, so the moon is coming in. I keep telling y'all the moon, the moon and the sun is a snitch. That's all I'ma say. The moon and the sun are snitches. That's how I look at it. And the sun is the ultimate snitch. All right, because the sun is pure enlightenment. It sees everything. Okay, you see how far the sun can reach? The sun knows everything. Okay, I feel like the sun brings us the downloads. Okay, and so does the moon. Do y'all notice it's never a sun or a moon not in the sky? One of them are always out. Okay, watch it. I'm telling you. The sun and the moon be watching us. Everything. I'm telling you, it's a snitch. All right, that thing will tell me everything. Okay, this is why I do my moon water. I get my moon water. I take baths in it. Okay, sometimes I drink it. And I get downloads. Okay, I listen, I get the downloads, baby. Okay? You got to get into that moon water. I'm telling y'all. It'll change your life. All right? It might be a new moon coming in. I'm feeling like it might be one coming in. Okay? So get you some water, put it out facing the moon, leave it overnight, and bring the water in before the sun come out. Okay? Make you some moon water. But the moon is coming in to trigger your intuition. So you may be getting dreams. Okay? You may be solving something that feels like a mystery. Okay? This change is trying to come in. Okay? But this sugar daddy that's broke is trying to keep you from your money. Remember I showed y'all the prosperity and the happiness. We got an op in the building. We got an op in the building, y'all. Okay? Somebody trying to come in to bring us back in poverty. We not doing it. This person may have a cat, or your cat might not like this person. Okay, your animals may be showing you that this person is trash. All right, this person may have a cat, or you may have a cat, or somebody's name might be Cat. And like I said, we got Caucasian in reverse, so I feel like it could be a Caucasian or a black person or a mixed person. Okay, but this person broke. All right, and they try to bring you back in poverty with them because they see that you moving towards your money. Okay, we gonna have ops. That's what it is. We gonna have people that come in disguise and lie and do all that, and it's to bring us down. We can't let these people in. The moon is gonna trigger your intuition. Okay, so the moon is coming out to come and bring you the dreams, to reveal the truth, the secrets. Okay, they may start telling you their secrets. So listen to what people saying. Okay, don't let comedy and being funny when they speaking. Don't let it go over your head. Listen to them words. Listen to what they saying. Okay, listen to what these people are saying. They telling on themselves. There may be something in your imagination that is telling you something too. Because we have our, if you go in meditation, you always going to get the truth. When you go up in that meditation, you always going to get the truth. You go into meditation for about an hour and see what you come out with. Man, my ancestors tell me, look, these people think you stupid. Somebody think you stupid. Somebody think you stupid. Okay? Look, somebody don't want you to feel good about yourself, some of y'all. Somebody really don't want you to feel sexy, beautiful, wonderful, and amazing. They trying to bring your high vibration that I'm getting like somebody think they on top of the world. They think they everything, and somebody wants to make you believe that you aren't beautiful. Okay, that you aren't the standard of beauty. Okay, somebody is comparing you to an idea that was created about what beauty is. Okay, You can't gatekeep beauty. I was gonna do a video on that. People are gatekeeping the energy of beauty. You can't gatekeep beauty. Beauty is in everything, even in the things that we feel that are ugly. There is beauty. You cannot tell beauty where to exist. People are gatekeeping beauty when we are all beautiful. Somebody wants you to think that you're not beautiful. Get them about your energy since they think you're ugly. Tell them, now you ain't got to look at me. All right, now you ain't got to look at me physically overwhelmed. Some of you guys are physically overwhelmed. Put the burdens down. I don't care. I don't care what you talking about. All right, I hear it. I hear all the excuses. But you overwhelmed, so what you gonna do? You gonna sit there and put yourself last? Because somebody's sick? Okay. Because somebody then pulled on your heartstrings. Now you over there taking everybody to work and picking them up and doing. Listen, we ain't got. There is DoorDash. There are all these things. All right, to help people. They better go get it. All right, they better use that shopping app where they go get your groceries. And I just use Walmart Plus. You ain't got to do all that stuff no more. Tell them get Walmart Plus. All right, and get they daggone groceries. Get with the program. Everything is convenient these days. You should not be the inconvenience. All right, send them where they need to go get that help at and stop showing up trying to be everything for everybody. You can't be. And you done did this multiple lifetimes. Multiple lifetimes. You done did this. This is why you do it so much. This is why you be burdened so much. You've been practicing this for lifetimes. Put it down. You got a whole new body and you still in slavery. Pleasing yourself in reverse. You don't even care about pleasing yourself. This has been lifetimes you've been doing this. Wake up. You in a new body, baby. In a new life. And you still operating as a slave. You know what I'm saying? Get that stuff about your DNA, baby. All right, you ain't no slave no more. Them days are over. Our ancestors done it and it's dead and it's done. You are not a slave. Put it down. Okay, do a burn and release. I release slavery from my lineage, my heritage, my DNA, and my bloodline. Get a cheap grill. Put that thing on the grill. All right, and you burn it. Put some chicken wings on it too. All right? We got to release this stuff. It don't belong to us. It's not our portion. Okay, our ancestors already did what they had to do to push you forward. So life should be easier for you. Okay? Please yourself. You've been doing this for lifetimes. Let it go. Let them people experience their karma. It's karma. Them sick people. I don't care what y'all talking about. It's karma. It might not be this lifetime. But last lifetime, they might have been nasty. All right? Just nasty. And they paying for it. Okay, let them people go on in them future cars and stuff. All right, check on them. But baby, you got something to do. We're not accepting no apologies. It's done. They did it, they meant it, and they gonna stand on it. Okay, there's no apologies. And nothing that's going to change our minds because we are not accepting people back in. We are not accepting. We have no re-entry fees. There are no re-entry fees at this time. All right, we are exclusive. We are exclusive, baby. Okay, we have a certain taste. We are the country club. Not everybody can get in the country club. All right? We have certain standards, beliefs, and ways that we respond to. All right, and so we're not accepting any applications or apologies. All right, we're allowing people to stand on what they did. You decide not to accept their apology, realizing accepting this apology excuses their disrespect. F them energy. Some of y'all in that F them energy, and dang it, it is what it is. Okay? We ain't apologizing, and we ain't accepting none. Now you can go on your way. All right? And it is what it is. Okay, we got enemy in reverse. All right, we got enemy in reverse. And I feel like your enemy's getting every daggone thing they deserve. All right, look at this bad news. Look at this bad news. Your enemy's losing money, baby. All right, the little bit that they had. Them food stamps about to be cut. All right, them food stamps about to be cut down into 10 sections. All right, because they done worked up against you. So now the little bit that they got, all right, is in reverse. All right, they gonna make bad decisions with the little bit that they got. All right, they gonna get bored and start spending. Yeah, they about to lose all their money because they wanted you to lose all your money. Okay? It's the Shenita Frequency. Make sure you got your notifications on. All right, and be careful with these people at this time. Okay, we got a lot of apps that we don't know about. Some of them we don't even know about, guys. All right, but I want you guys to know that you are loved. You are loved. Your ancestors are sending you love and warnings. Listen. Listen to yourself. If you don't feel good about somebody, let them go. It's just that simple. You ain't got to stick around to figure it out. Okay? You ain't got to, you ain't got to stick around for nobody. Okay? You here for you. Okay? We in the selfish era. That's what we in. All right? Make sure that your notifications on. All right? They took the bait. So now it's up. Okay? The ancestors then trap these people for working up against you. Okay? They done worked up against you. All right? So it is what it is. All right? We're going to sit back and we're going to worry about ourselves and watch the show. Okay? We're going to watch the show. Okay? Y'all see Hollywood out there getting all they karma. Honey, listen. Honey, listen. They thought they was above the program, didn't they? All right, me and the Dead Antler, we signing out, baby. I'm sending you positivity, prosperity, and love. You are loved. That is the theme for today. All right? You are loved. Don't let nobody make you think that you not loved. Okay? When you love yourself, that's enough. So that means you love just off the fact that you love yourself. All right, get these negative people about your energy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.